Good morning and welcome to your second lesson in the AJS37 Viggen conversion course. As in your previous lesson, please do not press any buttons or switches unless instructed to do so. If you have a throttle on your joystick or HOTAS, please move the throttle to the idle position. If at any time you need a break, press pause. The aircraft is already started as in the previous lesson, so we will now follow the car in front of us. This lesson focuses on how to taxi, general ground handling, and use of the thrust reverser in the AJS37 Viggen. The throttle has two idle modes, ground idle and in-flight idle. The throttle is currently in the ground idle position. If you would move the throttle forward just slightly, you will hear a slight click, followed by an increase in engine RPM, engine pressure ratio, and exhaust gas temperature. Advancing the throttle further will press it beyond the in-flight idle detent into the normal throttle range. You will hear another click entering or leaving one of the idle detents. Slowly advance the throttle to start moving forward. Use the rudder to turn in behind the car in front of you. Follow the car. Now we will practice reversing. The thrust reverser is activated by pulling the reverser handle. The reverser flaps will close and the thrust will be directed forwards. Be careful with the amount of thrust used. Gently advance the throttle to start rolling backwards and then reduce the throttle down to idle. Do not press the brakes while rolling backwards, as it is very likely you will cause a tail strike. Turn off the thrust reverser by pushing the thrust reverser handle inwards. The thrust reverser flaps will open and the engine will operate as normal. Return to your position behind the car. Follow the car back to the ramp. You can use the thrust reverser to slow down the aircraft without using the brakes. This concludes this lesson. The next lesson will cover takeoff procedures.